It's really hot, but I can't actually open my window properly because of having a bit of a wasp infestation. I have a wasp that's been going to and fro in my window. There's like a little hole above the bit where it closes. And basically it's been going to and fro, so I decided that I was just going to stay. I'm going to name her Lucy, which is short for Lucifer because wasps are the devil. And so I thought, like, as the wasp went in, I decided to knock on the bit above the window where the wasps were, and about 4 flew out. So I thought, nah, I'm not having that. So I have to keep my window shut. Today I'm going to be discussing, I found the book first, The Unbecoming of Dyer by Michelle Hodkin. How my discussions are going to work is I'm going to do like a summary of the book and then do a brief little thing on how I feel. Why did I do that? I'm going to do like a brief little talk on how I feel about it and if I recommend it and stuff. And then I'll go on to the book in more detail for those that have read it. So, you know, if you haven't read it, you still get a kind of feel of the book, but you don't get ruined by it, because I don't want to ruin anybody. I don't. Okay, so this book is centred around Dyer, who has just been in an accident. So it starts with her. Doesn't start, but the main story starts with her waking up in hospital, and she's basically been in an accident with her best friend, her boyfriend, and her boyfriend's sister. And the building, basically, like a building has collapsed on them, and Mara is the only one that has survived, basically, and she doesn't know how, she doesn't remember anything about the accident, and her mum and her parents are really, really worried about her, and her mum wants to go into therapy and do all these kind of things, because I think she's a little bit mental. They move to a new town, completely new town, and she goes from being in public school to going to private school. And in public school, she likes this boy called Noah, and we like Noah. I think everybody likes Noah. Well, she discovers what happens in the accident, discovers things about herself, but she slowly thinks she's going a little bit mental because she sees like ghosts of her dead friends, and she gets all these like nightmares, and she randomly remembers in the middle of places, and it's really quite a freaky book. I really did like this book, but oh my god, I slept with my light on after I read it. It freaked me out. I was convinced after I read this that I could see dead people and that I was going to see all these dead people and shit, and it just freaked me out, and I had to sleep with my lamp on for a night, and it was scary. I had a scary sleep and it stuck in my head. It was scary. To sum up, I liked this book a lot. I'm going to give it, do I do a star rating or do I do a percentage? I think I'm going to go with percentages because stars are, no, I'm lying. I'm going to go with stars. I'm going to give it 4 out of 5. That's good, that is good standing, but it's not my favourite book. But I am in a bit of, like, obsession with it because I'm so confused by it. Not confused as in the sense that the writing's bad, but confused in the sense that I just have to know what happens, because some points weren't necessarily explained as well as they should have been, I don't think, so that's why I want to read the next one. I really liked it though. Characters are good, most of them are well-rounded, and relationships are great. Mara can be a little bit annoying at some times, but you get over that because of Noah. The writing, I think, is good. It's a little creepy, but, you know, sometimes you've got to deal with creepy to deal with good. I really enjoyed it, and I will definitely be picking up the next one. So, if you haven't read it, I'm going to say bye now, and that you should go, because I don't want to spoil it for you. So, pick it up. I'm thinking we're going to start with Noah. Yeah, Noah is like, yes, I like Noah, if you couldn't tell. Although in the beginning I was a little bit like, I feel like she's trying to make him too sassy. You know, British, sassy, witty, sarcastic, typical British boy. But as like the book progressed, he got a little bit more likeable. Pages 429 to 430, there's like a a thing between Mara and Noah after she's like, I don't want to kiss you, I don't want to kill you. And Noah's like, and then Mara basically tries it on Noah. It's when he says, like, he wants to kiss her, and then he goes, and I won't settle for anything else. That is where I fell in love with Noah. I was like, you aren't a slut. You do have morals, yay. I really like that in books, like, when the main characters have banter and she was all like standoffish, and then obviously you find out in the end that he knows how she feels towards him anyway, and like in the beginning of the book she's all like, oh, I hate you, rah, rah. And so he's like, no you don't, bitch, I know how you feel, I feel you. It's like, cheeky. I also liked the relationship between Mara and her brother Daniel. I've never seen that in a book before, and I've never seen like siblings really playing like a massive part, and their relationship was just so cute, and I liked it a lot. I thought it was great. And Daniel's just, I mean, in the beginning he really pissed me off with like his goody with his goody two shoes, that's a tongue twister, his goody two shoe shit. But then after a while I grew to like him, and I liked how he like tried to just set Mara and Noah up, and he was like, I'm having none of your shit, bitch, you go make friends. That was great. Her mum though, the relationship with her mum really irritated me. Like, I felt like her mum, I'm saying like a lot, I felt like her mum just made Mara more paranoid. She made Mara feel more like she was going mental, that she couldn't talk to anyone about it because her mum would be like, right, that's it, hostile, pills, rah, rah, rah. So it's like Mara has no one to talk to because her mum is just over the top, constantly on her, and it's like, back off, woman, she could deal with it, but she would talk to you if you weren't so freaking nutty. Anna. She was a bitch. Anna and her ex-boyfriend / gay friend / like best friend, Aiden. Seriously, they're like, basically Aiden and Anna were the worst people I could imagine being squished in a book. I hate people like that. I cannot. They like think they run the school, and she's like, oh, I've slept with Noah. I know what Noah's like in bed. She hasn't even slept with him. It's like, why? Why would you lie? Why? Why would you want to be perceived as someone that has been slept with and then dumped? Why is that something that would appeal to you? Just so that you can be like, yeah, I slept with Noah, sure. Yeah, I'm one of the crew. I slept with Noah and he loved it, but then he dumped me. Yeah, that makes sense. A few bits that I didn't understand while I was reading it though was, I didn't really get the bit where Hans has gone missing and then Noah is like, oh, I see it. But I suppose that's the whole point, because I couldn't decide if it was real or if it was part of Mara's imagination, which I suppose actually, now that I think about it, is probably the point of the book. Actually, now that I think about it, that part was probably really well written, because it did get me confused, and I was like, well, did that just happen, or... And then she killed the crocodiles, and I was like, what? She can kill? What is going on? Also, does Mara have super duper strength too, as well as just being able to kill things with her mind? Because she was like, when Jude was getting all funky with her, and she's like, no! And then she's like, I pushed him off with more strength than I thought I had. It's like, what? Is that going to be another power in her? So she's like Superwoman too? Because, y'all know, that'd be quite interesting. Superwoman that can kill with her mind. Talking about killing with her mind, the teacher that died was annoying. In what kind of school do you get away with throwing chalk at someone? Pretty sure if you did that in my school, that wouldn't go down. I didn't even go to school. Oh my. But yeah, and then she failed her because she actually, I mean, I know she answered the question sassily, basically being a bitch, but she still failed her for that. So yeah, okay. Mara's reaction might have been a little bit over the top. I mean, imagining someone dying because they didn't give a good grade, and then they actually died, and then that's a bit awkward. So she annoyed me, but I didn't think she deserved to die in the way that Mara did it. However, the dog guy fully deserved every bit of death that hit him, because anybody that treats a dog in that way deserves to die. Animal cruelty does not go well in my books. I just... Okay, I have a bit that bothers me in it seems to be like every girl, the main girl that I read about in these YA books. Why does nobody like telling people it's their birthday. Why is that something that they have to keep a secret? When it's my birthday, I'm like, hey, you, random stranger, it's my birthday today, love me, and shower me with gifts. But Mara was like, no, I don't want anybody to know it's my birthday. And so, like, it's the same with Bella in Twilight and another few other characters that I've read. Why is there something that we have to hide? It's not like she's turning 50. She was turning 16. Was it 17? 16 or 17, so it's like, not really something that is that great. Although I suppose in Mara's situation, it's her first birthday with our friend, but I still don't get the whole not wanting to tell people it's your birthday, because that's just weird, and I like telling people it's my birthday just in case they feel like they want to get me a gift. September 19th, remember it. The bit where Mara basically kills Noah after they kiss confused me a little bit, because she didn't imagine him dying, and I thought that's what she had to do to kill people. But then I thought, in her mind, was she like imagining that she'd be so good at kissing that it would like take his breath away, and then she literally took his breath away and nearly killed him? Because if that's what happened, then lol. Oh, I just said lol. Cringe, so much cringe. So I didn't really get the whole psychic thing, the bit with the psychic guy. I don't think that was really explained very well, because she took the medicine and then next thing she's like, woo, hey, I'm alive. Slept, and then she tries it on with Noah. Didn't really make any sense to me. I didn't understand the relevance of him, other than the fact that I suppose in a sense she realised that she was actually the one that killed Jude, Rachel and Claire, and that she can kill people with her mind. But yeah, I also didn't get why dogs and like all the other animals at the zoo hated her. Why? I really didn't get that bit. Can they like sense that she has problems? I don't know. The bit when she kills like all of the insects and then she runs out crying, she's like, no, he's gonna think I'm a monster, he's gonna hate me, rah. It's like, you killed insects. It ain't that big of a deal. And then Noah's all like, I tortured you, and I was like, how did you torture? It's a leech! A leech! I was reading it and I was like, oh, come on. You're just gonna cry because Noah's just seen you kill insects. And then Noah's gonna get all upset because he's made you do it. She really annoyed me at the end with Noah though. Really annoyed me. Why do they always assume once they find out they've got some magic power that they have to save? They have to save their boyfriend because they can't help. No. It just made no sense to me. Like, no one wants to help you, let him help you. Get over with it. Get over it. Also, when she was like going insane and trying to kill the guy, and Noah was like, don't do it, and she was like, I have to. I was reading and I was like, oh my god, please stop. You're not some bloody magic police that can kill every bad person that's left. Just do as Noah tells you. Get on with your life. Simple podcast. So I would recommend this book to anybody that asked about it. I wouldn't go out of my way to be like, yes, you have to buy this book, it's one of my favourites. If someone was like, hey, have you read Unbecoming? I'd be like, yes, I have. And I would say, read it, because it is good. I hope you enjoyed my kind of erratic discussion on this book. I'm hoping that they're going to get a little bit more, how can I say it, in order, because my notes are literally just all over the place and they don't make any sense. I don't even know what I was writing. Yeah, I'm hoping that they're going to get a little bit better than that. So don't expect what has happened today to be how it's going to be for the rest of my reviews. I'm going to go over, I promise. But yeah, that is today's video. And I hope you like it. If you do like it, then make sure to like it, comment, and subscribe, because that is what is usually done. And I would like it very much.